Okay. Okay, guys. So I will send the questions. You see the questions that I send the chat? Okay, so
Yes.
Yes.
okay, great, amazing. I will split you in small groups that you have one better conversation. And the small rooms, you choose a leader. The leader will be responsible to manage the conversation, and be polite, be respectful. And now I will divide you. Um, okay, we have one moment. I will create um, 4 rooms and one room keep here with me. Um, okay, I will delete the one number one to keep here, and that's it. So bye bye guys. In the last least 10 minutes, we'll come back for the main room. Thank you.
Thank you.
So hey guys. Okay. Okay. Great. I will send the link, Cesar. One moment. And
Thank you.
why I do this?
Technical problem. I was using the link for yesterday, and for this reason I can go into early to the meeting, to this conversation, because I was using the wrong link. Sorry.
No problem. So introduce yourselves, guys, please.
Hello, guys. My name is Emanuele. I'm 21 years old. I'm secretary, and I'm from Brasilia, Brazil.
Oh, great.
Going to continue.
And you, Cesar?
I am Cesar Escobar. I am from Colombia, but I'm living in Sao Paulo today or currently. I am materials engineer. Sorry. I finished my doctoral degree 4 months ago. I work with biomaterials in the prosthesis. Was my area, metal prosthesis. Well, that's it. Nice to meet you, guys.
Nice to meet you. And you, Aurelio?
Yes. Hi, guys. I'm Aurelio. I'm 51 years old. I was born in Italy. I live in Italy. I'm an Italian. And I attending this meeting because my intention is to improve my English speaking ability like a native speaker. And because it's a very interesting place where I can meet with other people with a different level of English and a different point of view respect me here in Italy. That's it, guys.
Great, amazing. And you, Alice?
Hi, my name is Alice. I am 17 years old and I live in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais.
Oh, great. This is our first time here in TNT?
No, actually, it's my second time. The first was last week.
Okay, so welcome. um, okay, guys. I will read the first question.
And me.
Sorry, sorry, Amanda. I will do many things at the same time. Sorry. Please
Okay,
introduce
no
yourself.
problem. No worries. I'm Amanda. I'm 30 years old and I live in São Paulo.
Okay, this is our first time here.
In your TNT, yeah.
Okay, and keep coming. Sorry.
No worries, that's okay.
Okay, this is my third time as a host here. I forgot to introduce myself for you in the beginning. So my name is Yuri. I live in São Luís, Maranhão. I study law at college, and I'm 18. I had been here in TNT since May of the last year, and this year I became a host, and this is my third meeting as a host, and it's a great opportunity to improve my English and to talk with other people around the world, and the country. So the first question is, are you pessimist or optimist about the future? Anyone could be start? Cesar?
Well, for me, it's very difficult. Well, I try to be optimist with our future, with my future, but sometimes it's very difficult. For example, today it's very difficult to maintain these optimist ideas, thinking about our future, about my future, thinking about this pandemic situation, political problems, economical problems too. Well, it's very difficult to maintain this idea of be optimist every time. I think it's very difficult and sometimes impossible to maintain these ideas. But well, we try to I try to maintain my head in a good balance and trying to thinking about the good thing about my future and my future of my colleagues and family too.
Okay, great. And I sent the link on the chat of
Okay.
the video. Yeah, I totally agree with you. We need to try to keep the hope, in the people in the road. And you, Amanda?
I totally agree with Cesar, because I needed to be optimist because if you don't see the good things, it's complicated in the future, but don't depend on just the government, depends of the population to try this world better. But it's complicated because the video, I see just reality. The real is complicated, but I needed to be optimistic.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And you, Aurelio?
Yes, no, I'm so optimistic regarding the future because if I think regarding the past years, we are improved very, very fast and in the best way. And I think if the people don't stay egoist and think positive for the future and think regarding the place surrounding us or regarding the other peoples that they have a problem, I think that we can improve in the best way.
Yeah, I totally agree. We improve a lot, in many things, but the same way we have some of big problems, to right now. And you, Manu?
Well, I am optimist person too, and I think after the pandemic, I believe that we will involve a lot after the pandemic, and I think the technology in the future help us. So I am optimistic about the future.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We have problems and we adapted a lot. We have this kind of we are so flexible, to adapt it for new situations, and that's great in some moments. And you, Alice?
So I am kind of pessimist when I look for the way that like our governance, mainly in Brazil, are dealing with the pandemic, and we are in a very bad situation in all the levels possible. So it's really hard to think in a good way with the future, thinking the fact that nowadays is like a total mess. But I try to be optimist, thinking about like our generation is trying to change the things. And it's going to be hard, but I think maybe looking in an optimist way, we can change some things, because if we see the way that we are today, it's really, really devastating.
Yeah, unfortunately, I totally agree with you. Um, okay, the second question, the third question is, do you think there will be mainly change on people's lives in the future, and how? Mainly is like significant changes, you know? Anyone can be start? Aurelio?
Yes. Yeah, I think that, like before, if I saw in the past when I was young, we have more technology that help us in many way. Example, I remind when I was young, we haven't a phone and we haven't a PC. And every do a research for the school, I go in the library to search the books, the information regarding these particular topics. Now it's different because thanks to the PC and thanks to internet, we have the possibility to do our research regarding the school or other things very fast, very quickly. And I think this is very important, not only for the school or for our private life, but because thanks this technology, example in the job way, we can work very well and without problem. And this is the same example in the medicine fields and in the other in other types of job of work. I think that thanks to the technology we can improve very good, very fast. Respect the past.
I totally agree with you. Technology help us a lot, you know, and change our lives all the time. And you, Amanda?
I think so, because the new babies, generation is grow up with together the technology, I think. And I believe this there are new revolution about the technology, informations, something like this. And but I'm very curious what happened in this future.
Me too. And I hope that I stay alive to see this. uh,
Yeah.
and you, Cesar?
Well, I agree with you guys. Yeah, there will be many change in our technologies, many new technologies to create different things to help people in a very quickly time, velocity or more efficient. But I am really afraid about our future like society, because today there are appearing new idea, or not new, all ideas of to maintain, to separate us like society, like to divide us, like we are better than others, and our resources are limited, our natural resources are limited, and we are starting to creating more problems now. In the future will be uh, very difficult to maintain, for example, these divisions about water, for example, or natural resource, and maybe will be create new worms. Yeah, there are good things in our future and good technological things. And at the same time, about society, I feel afraid about our future.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. In the same time that I'm very curious for this, I a little afraid to see. And you, Manu, what do you think about it?
Well, I think we are already facing significant change at work, for example, home office, and I think in the future we are have a lot of change in medicine, for example. So I hope I'm alive to see how could us how could I forget the word, sorry.
Uh,
But I hope in the future.
Say in Portuguese about.
Ok. Eu espero que no futuro eu esteja viva para ver isso.
Yeah, me too. I hope that in the future I stay alive to see this. And you, Alice, what do you think about it?
So I agree with all that you all said. I think that the technology is advancing really quickly. So I think in the future will be very meaning change.
Yeah, I hope too. Okay, the next question is, will the means of locomotion look like in the future? Do you think there will be means of transportation, for example, flying cars and this kind of things? Anyone can be started?
Can me?
Yeah.
I remember when I was in the high school, uh, in 2020 there were flying cars, but I don't see. So it's very. I'm thinking because during your present, you imagine a lot of things happen, but there are many things happen during this way, because, for example, pandemic is changing a lot of projects and ways to study, working, and I hope the vaccine and the I don't remember the name, doenças wellness, I think.
Yeah.
And there are more results, and the how can I say, and they help a lot of people when the people are health wellness, because I think the technology and for example, the healthy needed to work together, because I see this very good for us.
Yeah, me too. Well, in relation of this, I think the movie, the back of the on the future, like the future in this movie, it's totally different. I guess
Yeah.
the future in this movie is about 2020. And
Uh-huh.
it's totally different of the reality, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, and you, Cesar, you're mute.
I agree with, sorry, I agree with Amanda. I am waiting for this time because 2020 will be the era or the year of flight cars or something like that. Unfortunately for us, we don't have it. We don't have these flight cars today, or no, like a commercial flight cars. But for example, we have these automatic cars for Tesla or other companies that are possible to drive alone without our interaction. Well, for me, it will be nice to use one of these cars to maintain to sleep during my travel. Yeah. I was waiting for I am waiting for this area when we are using these fly car. I don't know if it will be possible very quickly or soon, but well, I hope that maybe some years.
Yeah, I don't know if you know about one project of Google. It's about one car that drive, with any person, with So this is amazing. I expect you to see these in the day by day. And you, Alice?
So I think there will be very different transportation ways, but not exactly how they look in the movies, because I think was Manu that said is really different, the world that they represent in movies from the reality. But I think I don't know if in a really close future, because it's really hard to change what people are used to do. Like we have electric cars, but people insist in use the same gasoline cars. I don't know if it this way that is called. Anyways, so I think there will be changes in the ways that we transportate, but I don't know if in a really close future. I think like more 50 years maybe. I don't know if it's a lot of time or it's just a few, but I think it's going to take a little longer.
Yeah, I agree. And you, Aurelio?
Yeah, in my case, I hope we won't have the fly cars because, yes, the idea to have a fly cars, I'm sure is very beautiful. But can you imagine the situation like the normal day? Today in the street, we have a traffic jam. We have many accidents because the people don't driving in the good way. And I think that it's not good if we have up our head the cars to fly. Different regarding the airplanes, I think that now in the near future we have a good system to transport the people in different continents because actually in this period of time in the Texas in the USA there is Elon Musk with the SpaceX that to test and to build the future the Starship is a special rocket missile, yes, it's a rocket missile that in the future the people use to do a trip very fast respect today. And I think this is the future. Yes, regarding the car, I think that the best way is to improve the cars and use the electric car because the electric car is very ecologic and don't do pollution, and this for us is very good.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Like, yeah, I think the same way, like if you have flying cars, you have on different kind of traffic. So it's better to improve our cars on the earth. So, Angel Manu, what do you think about it?
Well, I think maybe in 2200, maybe we are buying cars, but not right now because I think it's so 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 distant for our reality, and I think maybe in 100 years, maybe this happen.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. Okay, the next question is: do you think they're going to have more people in the world? And what about the life expectancy? Expectancy will be longer or lower? Lower. This word is difficult. It's longer or the population will be longer or small? In the future. What do you think about it? Mm. And then it can be start.
So I think it is the same because there are a lot of people die, but don't stop being born in people. And I think the expectancy will be lower because depending of the what you eating, how you do your during your life. But for example, now I see a lot of people eating fast food, don't like to do workout and something like this. And but there are people like this, and depend of the people. But I see the situation is very lower.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, we have the two sides, people very healthy, and the same way you have people with obesity, disease, and this kind of things.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
depend of the people.
Yeah. And you, Cesar?
Well, I don't know. I really don't know because there are different ideas about this situation. For example, the born rate. Some studies said that less people are or less children are born in our future because more people are thinking about future or thinking about our situation, and they are not allowed to maintain their children. For this reason, many couples start to thinking about to don't have children. But at the same time, we have many people, for example, here in poor countries. I don't know if this is a good word, but I don't know, it's a word, an expression. Here, it is possible to see many people with, or like a couple with like 5, 6 children. Even today, like 15 years ago, we have this idea of a huge family. Today we have a more idea like a 2 children or something like that. It's like a small family, but there are many people in our world. Well, for me, I think there are many people dying at the same time, but I think that will be like a large population in the proximate future. Maybe like after 50 years will be we obtain like the top, and after that we start to reducing our rate of born children.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So we have one new people here. Hey, Wanda, how are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm a lady.
No problem. So I will send the questions again, the chat. And we are in the 5 question. Okay. Aurelio, you can answer the 5 questions.
Yes. So for me, yes, in a way, it's good that the population in the world improve. In the other way, is a problem because the resources aren't enough for everyone. But I think that thanks the technology, in the special case regarding the astronautic fields, the space fly, in the near future we can go on Mars and to build a new city, a new states in this case, because I remember many times ago I read an article on a magazine where explain the journalist, the writer explain that in the past, in the prehistory, they are suppose that on the Earth there are around there was around 1,000 people, 1 million. No, I'm sorry, 1 million people. Now we are different. We are very much on the Earth, and this is a problem. In the other way, it's possible because thanks the technology, the medicine is improved, the techniques of the medicine improve, and the people have an expectation to live very long, respect the past. Depend the different point of view. In one way is good, in the other way is not good, but we see in the future eventually the changement, and I hope in the best way.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We have many of factors that can relate it with our future and with the population, if be small or bigger than actually. So, and you, Wanda, you are mute. Wanda, you are mute.
Sorry, I can't see the question because I have a small
Oh, okay.
mobile phone.
I read for you. Okay.
Okay.
The question number 5 is: do you think there's going to have more people in the world in the future, like 2050? And what about the life expectancy? Will be longer or lower? Lower, yeah. That nowadays. What do you think about it?
Oh, a good question. I think I don't know what the number of people, because maybe the virus, etc., can stop the increase the number of people. But I'm sure about the numbers of life. I think we increase the medicine, the genetics for many much years in our life. I think that.
Yeah, I totally agree. The medicine and the genetics is improving a lot, especially in this period of pandemic, we have many of improvements and developments in relation of this. It's amazing in this side, And you, Alice?
Yeah.
So I think that is going to have less people in the world. And the second question, I think that depends on how we keep treating the earth, because if we keep treating our world like we are not going to have a lot of time in here or good quality of life, because we are not going to have any resources. Because even if we advance the technology, if we don't have what use like resources, we are going to be nothing. We're going to end. So I think that depends. But if we start to think more ecologically, I think that will be longer.
Yeah, this is good to you say about it, because the next question is about this. Do you think people will care more about the environment stuff in the future? Anyone can start?
I suppose yes, because we are suffer more and more about our choices or about our ideas. For example, today we have many problems, environmental problems, and in our future will be worse. Yeah, when we are start thinking more and more about our the consequence of our behavior. Yeah, and we need to think more about it, more as soon as possible.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. You know, you need to change your conscience and your thoughts about the environment stuff and worry more about this. So, and you, Amanda?
I hope so, because I made my part. But there are a lot of people contribute this to do a better world, because we are the pandemic, stay at home, but there are people dirt in the beaches, streets. Is complicated because depends all people and everybody, and I hope so, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough time, you know, to change this. So, and you already?
Yes, no, fortunately, respect the past, today the people are more attention to the environment where they live. And this is good because if we have a respect regarding the place where live, we can live very well, respect the, in fact, I remind many years ago, probably 20 years ago, it's not the same today. In the past, the people jack the garbage without the correct separation of the paper, the PVC, the iron, the other material. Different today, we do this, and this is good for the nature and for us.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Unfortunately, we don't have these kind of things in all the parts, you know, all the countries, you know. So we need to change our mentality and to do more things like this. So, and Giovanna?
I agree with Aurelio, and I think we are in an inflection point. Now we can choose with about our future. Like if we go live in a beautiful planet like God give for us, or if we came to Mad Max, move and live in a bad planet. It's a
Yeah,
point today. We need to choose, and choosing, we need to make the planet clean and health. It's that.
yeah, I totally agree with you. We need to choose and quickly. And you, Alice?
Yes, I think that in the future people will care more about the environment stuff, because nowadays we are doing a very good job disseminating information and trying to conscientizar people. So yes.
Yeah, we need to change our thoughts, you know, and try uh, make more people do the same, you know, to change this kind of conception.
Yes.
So the next question is one bad question, you know. Do you think natural disasters and pandemics will be more common in the future? Why? Anyone can be start?
Yeah, I unfortunately I believe that, because we we are uh, we are entering in forest, in spaces of nature is virgin, and go there, and there have many virus, many things. It's not possible. the animals go to the city because don't have more space, nature space. Spaces like park, nature park is not so good for wildlife is good and don't have place anymore. And I think for that increase many others virus, pandemics, etc.
Yeah, unfortunately. And you, Alice?
So I think that the answer to this question depends a lot in the one that you said in the six, because if we care more about the environmental stuff, I think there won't be more common in the future having natural disasters and pandemics. But if we care less or keep caring the same that we care nowadays, it's going to be a lot more common because the world is going to be devastated. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you, Aurelio?
Yes, I think regarding the disasters, it's important that we remember that the nature is the boss on this planet, and if we have respect the nature, we can live without a problem. In fact, the problem today and closer to the past is example. We go to build our house close to the volcano or the river or close to the sea, and this is a problem because all these elements in the nature have more space, and we do respect regarding this. Respect the pandemic. This is so different because in the past, there was many pandemics. In this case, regarding the COVID, I don't think if it's true that this virus is created by the man or is normal, is in the nature, is normal in the nature. This is so difficult. I haven't idea. Probably, I think that in the future we meet another type of pandemic, but it's part of our life. I think it's like when we are ill. I think it's the same.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. And you, Salva?
Well, I think that yes, in our future will be more of this situation, environmental disaster or pandemics at the same time, because we affect the wild environment. We start to invading these places, and we are suffering the consequence of these situations, and we are interacting with different animal or with different environments we don't know, and sometimes of these situations are very aggressive to us, and we lost many years avoiding the scientific ideas, thinking about, for example, the to stop producing a huge pollution, or yeah. And today we are suffering this consequence. Yeah, today we have more responsibilities or more ideas or more laws to stop these problems. But yeah, we need to improve them or increase these politic ideas or these laws.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And you, Amanda, what do you think about it? And the people coming while Amanda answered this question.
Okay, I agree with yes, and unfortunately, we need to take care of your nature, everything, because I'm sure the environment will ask you for help and show us how wrong we are. in this way, there are disasters and help pandemic to show us we need a change and help everything what's happened can be happy in the world.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So, hey, Zilio, how are you? So the people coming right now for the meeting room.
Acho que é ele, Yuri Monteiro.
Yeah. So, hey guys,
Agarrando pra caramba.
how was the conversation?
That's great, really fun.
Oh, amazing. Glenda, you can answer the last question for me. Could you say 3 things that you wish for the future?
Okay. We can't answer that because the time ended. But I think 3 things. I hope more actions from the people about the planet, about the nature, and anyway, things like that. And I don't know, maybe more conscience. I don't know how to say conscience in English, sorry. More conscience about social things and more respect of people's each other. Yeah, I think that 3 things.
Yeah, I hope the same things, we need this. And you, Wilson, how was the conversation?
And the conversation was pretty good. I can talk with Marcio and Wesley. It's amazing. This topic, this subject was amazing. I like the questions. We can discuss a lot of different points of views, and then it's very good. Thank you, Yuri, for the questions. It's amazing.
Oh, that's great. So you can answer the question number 8. Do you think human relationships will be different in the future?
Yes, I think it will be different. I think it's not for the good way, but to bad way, because the relationships in the future, I think it's more artificial or more through the technology. People don't like to meeting and together. When I was a teenager, it's totally fun when you enjoy with my friends in the street to play soccer and so on, but nowadays it's not so common. Each person in each room, I think it's a problem for the future.
Yeah, could be. And you, Gustavo, how was the conversation?
I love it, really, really loving that. I took ideas that I will take for my own. Like, was pretty amazing. I always like to be here, and yeah, that was it. It was good, very good.
Oh,
with
great.
Marisi, Glenda, and Stephanie, and Marcus, who have to leave.
Okay, that's amazing. So guys, we don't have more time. We need to finish this. So we will receive your email on feedback. If you can answer this feedback is very quickly and it's very important for us, please answer. And that's it. Thank you